The death of the Prophet Muhammad plunged the nascent Muslim community into its first and perhaps most defining crisis. While his family, including Ali ibn Abi Talib, were occupied with the solemn duties of his funeral, a political storm was brewing at a meeting hall known as Saqifa, this event born from the fear of a tribal schism between the Ansar of Medina and the Muhajirin of Mecca would forever shape the destiny of Islam. The pledge of allegiance to Abu Bakr at Saqifa is often described, even in early sources, as a Falta, a hasty, unplanned affair. It was a pragmatic move to prevent civil war, but was it a true consensus? The question of representation hangs heavy over this moment. The Prophet's own kin, the Banu Hashim, and many prominent companions were notably absent, their voices unheard in this critical decision. This is where the paths of interpretation diverge. For Sunni Muslims, the Saqifa pledge, though imperfect and rushed, was retroactively legitimized. The later general pledge and the community's acceptance were seen as a necessary confirmation to prevent fitna or catastrophic chaos. The consensus in this view was the outcome. A pragmatic solution to an unprecedented crisis, upholding the unity of the community above all else. This precedent evolved. What followed was a series of improvisations, creating for distinct methods for selecting a leader. First, there was an election. Then the chosen leader nominated his own successor. The third time, a small committee of 6 was tasked with making the choice. Finally, brute force came into play when a provincial governor seized power through military might. Interestingly, these 4 methods, election, nomination, selection by a committee, and seizure of power, all became accepted precedents within Sunni political thought, even though none were explicitly outlined in the Quran or the Prophet's teachings. They were born from the unfolding events of history, shaping the political landscape for centuries to come. It was about forging one through lived experience, prioritizing the unity and survival of the Ummah above all else. This was the organic constitution of Islam, written in the ink of history. For Shia Muslims, however, this narrative is one of exclusion. How could a consensus be valid if it bypassed the Prophet's own family and, in their view, the divinely designated successor, Ali? For them, Saqifa was not a consultative process, or shura, but a political maneuver that prioritized tribal power dynamics over divine will. It established a precedent where political expediency could overshadow religious principles. Ultimately, Saqifa forces us to confront a timeless question about the nature of consensus itself. Is it a matter of numbers or of the quality of those present? Can a crisis justify bypassing key stakeholders? The companions were human, faced with an immense challenge, but the solution they forged in the shadow of grief and fear created a political and spiritual fault line that continues to resonate through the Muslim world today, a testament to the enduring power of that fateful day.